As my heart bleeds.
The magician, mate. That's what we're going to start calling you now. Magic Man Tim and his magic predict. Real test for the SSG side of, how can we adapt here? We can't have prepared for this. And there's
Rampy.
Entry. Is it Rampy starting again? No, because Doki puts him in the dirt. 1 for 1. A second coming in onto Blurr just a few seconds later as Fultz goes for the swing. Gets the one down, but no, the kill finished off. We'll collect another. It's a 1 versus 3 for Saves. And SSG, after a quiet 2 minutes, they close that out in style, Tim.
Absolutely no fear from SF.
1.5 minute point is where I normally go to for Cafe of saying, has a team got themselves the vertical control they need?
Fultz could be a big loss there, as we said. Getting the Zephyr onto that south-sided window can be a big play to clearing out Piano, but Hotancold.
As you saw for a second there, Secretly too hot to trot, not finding himself caught out just yet. In comes Secretly after I think he went for a jump out and got it
on the ground up on the top floor, which is where the site is located. Now looking to move onto the windows. Doki with a huge play there. I'm going to guess that was a jump out of the white window. Finds himself too, ripping one off the rappel as he goes. Saves, finds the final angle through the bar back storage wall, and that's going to be a better round from Navi and Des.
He'll find himself losing his life, especially into the later stages of the round. Bosco.SSG jumping in for a second and bringing down Blurr. I think he was looking out towards Coach Check as well, but found nothing. Fultz, another onto Doki. There's the 2 kills that SSG want. Make it a third as Hotancold now pulls ahead of Doki, finding himself yet another 5 versus 2. Surely for SSG, you don't see him losing this one.
Secretly getting aggressive on the Tachanka, looking to push forward, but finding absolutely nothing other than the barrel of Rampy's gun as he gets shut down. Flawless round as Fultz finds that final kill, and SSG Des, they just had Navi's shot. Blurr could have a big impact here though, as they are unaware. I keep saying how SSG know where everybody is, but Hotancold just completely walks into Blurr there, blind, and is shut down. Nath.
Main point, there is someone, the Malusi, sat watching the angle save, just daring them. Sees the man, that's the easiest kill of his life. Nate going down.
Have another!
Sees him too! It's a double coming in for Saves. Rampy left alone. It's a counter flawless round ace. We saw round 1 going SSG, round 2 going Navi. How to directly contest onto the drop angle. Doki though is still the one playing behind the shield and looking to see what he can do. Sees one head. Oh, but Bosco with a great trade back. Was a good initial find, but not.
Needs to win that challenge.
He does. Here's why. Here comes that challenge you're speaking of, but Nath wins it out. That's what you want. The vertical control is going to be there. Fultz the one now, crouching his way up the stairs here. Do they know? They have no idea that he's coming up behind them here. Finds one for a free, but there's no one else to trade onto. No one else is watching for a brief couple of seconds. 10 seconds to play. The smoke is down and off the table. That's what you wanted. Secretly and Nath. Fultz finds 1 or 2 versus 1 for SSG. Can they buck the trend here? Do they even know? One's on the upstairs. They've got a clue. C4 coming out into the default spot. No one's there. Sees one on the stairs. Wins the 1v1. Can Secretly win the 1 versus 1 against Nade, who's holding off on the plant spot. Here we go, Ace. It comes down to this. 35 seconds on the clock. A spray through the wall. No man to be found here. Just breezing past him. He must know that he's in the corner. He thinks he's going to be on the doorway here. Now knows that he's to his right. Will he swing? Sprays through the wall. Chips in the tiniest little bit, but he's rotated out. Blade wins it out. A great rotate out of sight. And that'll be another round going the way of SSG.
Beauty. And that is something neither side has been able to find at this point.
Oh, that's a shot from Saves coming in at long range as well. Of course, had those awesome shots from red stairs earlier on. Now doing the same upon the top floor. For Doki, he's happy sitting here wasting time and just contesting SSG. Let's not forget, we're down to 40 seconds left here, Race. That is...
I think it is, and I think the clash is a big part of it, Des. If we have a look at the side of SSG and the composition that they brought here, they've got no direct counter to the clash. They've got a couple of nades, but other than that, there's no Zephyr. There's no option to really move that shield from in front of clash. Even a trains, and SSG are pretty happy with that because they know that they're going to play around it. Thinkingnade finds Doki, and Saves is still trying to track down the Iana, which he will.
To make the birds sing. 4 versus 3 for SSG. We've just got to wait and just say, look, bait in if you want, but we know they've got these walls open. They'll make use of them all day long. Plants down to about 2.5 seconds. The cover is there. No way they found the 2 kills they need. How have Navi got away with that one? They've robbed the vault and taken all the contents with it. Simply didn't exist. There's one hanging inside the train here. The Hibana holding close. Hotancold knows about it, but loses out to Secretly, who sees the feet first. One left alive here. Nade all by himself. Navi have done an absolute Italian job here. In fact, no, Ace. It's the Mexican job. They've got in there. They've taken it all and snatched a round away from SSG. Bosco.SSG.
Unreal. And somebody has to beat him. Somebody has to uproot him and take him out of that position. Now then, they've managed to drop onto the top of the shelves and move their way in. Blurr finds one onto Fultz. There is no challenge from Rampy. Thinkingnade's got himself stuck inside of the small bakery there, but here comes the retake. Rampy finds one, Bosco another. Shut down 3v2. 1 second left to go. Time is so close, but Saves starts to get the diffuser down. There's the shut. But Nath, he's still on the other. There were two above there. Now he does take the run out. There we go, Rampy. Does he find his man? Of course he does. Takes down Nathan, takes the Lion, takes the E1D, scans along with him, and that is a big play, not only in terms of the kill, but the fact that it forces Doki out of position. It wastes time. Doki now has to go and find Rampy, and that is a bit of a misstep from Navi there.
Really frustrated as well. Yeah, I wonder if he knows that Rampy's stepping up this way, because he was quite low HP throughout the whole thing, and sure enough, Doki will win this one. Takes a shot himself. About the same amount of HP that Rampy had left there. So Taron, frag grenade into way into the back there. What a nade coming in onto Fultz. Takes him out from behind the second minibar, and with him a plant potentially. Or Doki could just go absolutely bananas and look for a kill. Do you know about the man in behind the shield here? I don't think they do. He's going to try and look to go deep instead. Sees the one, but loses out to Bosco with a great headshot. Plant was going down here, but now into the 3 versus 3 and 30 seconds to play. We've got to see some more movement coming out. Great C4 over the top. Nothing to be said for the side of Navi. 30 seconds still to play. Saves going for a hot drop. Does he know about his man here? Yes, he does. Doesn't manage to connect the shot. Now that they know he's inside a bar, surely he gets railed. Indeed he does. Blurr dropping in through red in a 1 versus 3. Something tells me this round is going to be unsavable. Bosco closes it out with a 3. C4 goes one way and nade goes the other. But both sides walk away unscratched, it feels. Doki finally wanted to Fultz here on the red corner. Sees the one more halfway up white, but can't quite connect onto that kill. Must know a man's close here. Yes, he does. And will finally lose his life. Hotancold bringing it back. 4 versus 4 with 40 seconds to play.
Getting aggressive now. SSG step forward. Hotancold and Rampy just doing the business as they have throughout this game. Getting the kills. The real impact moments in the rounds have almost always come from those two. Ooh, and once again, Hotancold gets involved. Headshot onto Secretly. Nath manages to find one, but 2 versus 3. 25 seconds left to go. It's going to be a big ask and a big ask. Nath delivers big time with a kill onto Thinkingnade up on the balcony. 2 versus 2. But it's going to be tough to get the diffuser down here. They don't actually have it in hand at the minute. It is cold on the ground, but Hotancold, he is put cold on the ground as he goes into down but not out. It's all up to Bosco. If anybody can do it on the side of SSG, we know that he's the man. He can make those bold decisions. Nath, he's going to start to get the diffuser down. I don't think they know where Bosco is pushing from. He finds one. Can he get the second? Surely he knows where it's coming from. It goes down. He looks for the shotgun. He finds the kill. And what a turnaround from Bosco as he goes in to disable the diffuser and put SSG 2 rounds ahead for the first time and onto the match point. So no surprise to see that this game has been as tight as it has. Now then.
Oh, Rampy. He sees 2. They know both are coming. Oh my god, if he gets both here, if they've managed to work a way around this even better, that'll be amazing. But he still wins. You see him and still lose. Rampy goes to the swing. There's a nade behind him. He finds a second. How do they not know? A C4 from Hotancold to Saves, but somehow when the dust has settled, it is
absolutely has to win if he's even aware that Rampy is in position. Secretly going to get the diffuser down. Here it comes, Rampy and Hotancold. If you were going to pick 2 players to close out that game, it would surely have been those 2. And what a play from them. Despite the droning, Navi just still seem to be unaware of the position of Rampy, and rightly so. He comes out as the MVP. What a game it's been from him.
I mean, from every player there, like I mentioned, so many getting involved. Look at it, 3 players on 10 kills, Doki on 10 on the other side.